That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me fuck all that shit, just let me go.
Broadcasting live from the heart of Europe, this is the most badass YouTube broadcasting. Ow! That's how you see. Just shop the point. You know, Turkey Tom, he's a pretty good YouTuber. Oh, I know what you're going to say. He's just kind of supporting her narrative, which wouldn't be far from the truth. No, it wouldn't. But, I mean, even when I was approached by Real Talk, of all people, so, you know, that kid's pretty good. That's why they're keeping an eye on him. I was like, yeah, I don't know. He just does the trending topic stuff. He doesn't. That's not the only thing he does. He treaded in the waters of trending topics. And he got some attention for it. And I'm starting to think, the more and more I see of his content, it's because it's decent. Now, it's not my favorite presentation in the world. I can't get, at my age, behind teenage angst. I don't connect. I connect with the things that he does. I didn't grow up with the same cartoons, same toys, same world he grew up in. He grew up in a post 9/11 world. But I do see why people are catching on to Turkey Tom. And I'm starting to think that it's no coincidence that he was targeted. I'm not saying for harassment, but targeting for a bit of a witch hunt intimidation campaign. Before I start this, I want you guys to do this. Because we have so much problems with using teenagers, and we have abundance of evidence that Keemstar's doing. He's never going to stop unless we fight. I fully realize that this may be fruitless, but remember this. If you retweet this and like this, and Phil DeFranco doesn't pick this up, and the link is in the description box below, remember this. I get the football spiked on me, not you. Me. I get it spiked on me. You tried and you failed. Look, I'm willing to fail. I'm willing to go for it. I want Phil DeFranco to find out this crap with Turkey Tom and Keemstar. I don't think I've always been suspicious of a deal between him and Keem, especially when it comes to me. I know they do have deals about who upload. I don't know if they always obey him. Keem used to bitch about it. But I want you to watch this video, and I want you to go in the description box, and I want you to get to retweet it. In a little over 3 hours, we have 149 tweets. That's pretty good for me. Let's get this up to 300-400. Watch it. I brought this story as high as I could possibly get it. I don't have the power, the influence, the sub count to get this to the masses, but perhaps Phil DeFranco will. Now, I have not always successfully avoided using Aiden Project's name, but in this particular case situation, to avoid confusion, I'm going to have to. I'm telling you guys right now, if you're a fan of me, you will not attack Aiden Project. I find it repulsive, and I think he's a victim in this situation. Let Phil DeFranco know that we have physical, public evidence that Keemstar, and actually DM evidence from me, that Keemstar took this kid and influenced him to make a video on me. It backfired horribly into 1,000 sub loss, and he's been bleeding ever since, and slightly before that as well. I think Phil DeFranco needs to know this, because Keemstar is going to continue to use children to get even with his foes. He did it with Turkey Tom. We have physical evidence there. He told me that he was going to do it. We have video evidence in there. He's posted publicly that he was going to do it. We have tweet evidence there. The evidence is insurmountable that Keemstar influenced this kid. It's not only provable, there's so much of it, we'd have to actually sort through it. So I'm telling my fans to let Phil DeFranco know. Look into the Aiden Project story. It's not YouTube drama. It's YouTube corruption. It's YouTube corruption to silence the opposition, to silence newcomers, especially in an age where you need 4,000 hours in 12 months and 1,000 subs. That's what it is. This is not YouTube drama. This is YouTube corruption by powerful YouTubers to use children to get back at enemies. It's wrong. It needs to stop. And it's time that Phil DeFranco knows, and he lets the normie public know that this is going on. I never do this at the end of my videos. Make sure you retweet and like the hell out of this. You do it enough, I can get anywhere from 200 to 300, I think, tops. Phil DeFranco. All right, and I mean that. I would wish you would go retweet that sucker right now. I might actually play this thing again later in the show just to get the point home. The odds are it's not going to work, but let's just give it a shot. The reason I want DeFranco involved is because of the audience, the type of audience that he reaches. I know I have issues with Bill DeFranco's Patreon. I think that's irrelevant. He has the audience. He has the audience, and the audience is what's important. We have a guy using 12-year-olds and now a 15-year-old to get even with his foes, and he's not even apologetic about it. Not even a little bit. Doesn't even try. And even at one point, I could play the video in a little bit. It actually dares me. Yeah, I did it. Do something. Come at me, big boy. So there's more than enough evidence, no matter what you hear. And I found this when this video that Turkey Tom put out, YouTube drama sucks, or the problems with YouTube drama. This reaction was by far the best one I saw. I know Tommy influenced because Turkey Tom made tweets saying he's done talking about me and Keem and it wasn't worth the video. And to me, all that rang of is, holy shit, it didn't work. And that is true. Turkey Tom did say, I'm out, right? And I actually showed that tweet several times in a Shot from the Point broadcast, and I said, this is why this is wrong. We're discouraging people from making YouTube videos. You got that Nobody. You got, I mean, Jesus, not Nobody's a childhood hero of this kid. Keemstar, Kavos, guys that are approaching multi-millionaires, telling this kid how he sucks. Now, they have every right to do it. They definitely have every right to do it. But I got to be honest with you. It's very difficult for me to stomach. Look, this is just how thin-skinned they are, that they can't take a 15-year-old kid criticizing lightly. Turkey Tom's stuff is not as harsh or sharp or even hit piece like Kavos' stuff. Kavos' stuff is just straight up hit pieces. They appeal the lowest common denominator. They rely on outrage and essentially outrage porn to motivate people to really hate. I mean, it says in the title, this video will make you hate such and such. I don't think it's right to use minors for something like that. This YouTube is cutthroat enough. It's certainly not right for a 12-year-old, prepubescent 12-year-old. And I'm not really crazy about it with teenagers either, but teenagers I can stomach a little more because at least teenagers reach the terms of service as far as YouTube's concerned. You get in the field, and it's so funny to me that Kavos wrote me back is like, look, he was just sat there playing the victim card. Maybe if he can't handle it, he should get out, which is funny because that was the whole point. You guys wanted to intimidate him so he would get out, and I find that so funny. That he would say something like this, because I got to be honest with you, Turkey Tom handled the YouTube witch hunt by Keemstar better than anybody I've seen in the last 24 months. The video was far from pulling a victim card. It is a documentation of his experience over this YouTube drama to make the narrative that YouTube drama is dumb and it doesn't actually help your channel. Go watch it if you don't believe me. That's what it is. The criticisms of it sucks, it's this, it's that, they never really go in, and they ignore the part that's absolutely the most important, is the manipulation. He was showing that this guy, this 36-year-old man, was coming him to use him to attack his enemy. And not only that, he did something that I didn't have the courage to do. He turned down a job, an opportunity from Keemstar. That's amazing. That's somebody of character. He's a better man than me. I didn't do that. And I regret it every day in some sense. Love the fact that I have all of you and I wouldn't have it without you. But I don't like the fact that I built this animal up. And then he went right back to doing the same old thing. Turkey Tom is a better guy. He did what's right over money and YouTube fame. I don't know too many guys in this business that are like that. That's amazing. It's a testament to character. I'm ashamed. I'm a friggin' veteran, and I didn't have that kind of character. I knew what Keemstar was. I have no excuses. So let's go through some of these. Let's go through some of this stuff right here. These are some of the wonderful things Keemstar. Also, Turkey, do you really think being friends with Tommy Boy is going to help you anyway? The guy is bad. All right, that's not too horrible by itself. The hell, I hate these damn things. These, how the hell you do? Where do you go to change? Slideshow, hotkeys, and you hit N. I think that's it. Oh, this works wonders. Oh, God, I do. I love fucking this. Next slideshow image. Slideshow mode. Yes, I want to go to the next one. That would be nice. 1, 2, 3. Oh, God, help me! Oh, I'm gonna do this. Here we go. Yeah, it's fair. Yeah, all's fair, but RT Tommy and shit, and Tommy's now using you to attack us. Trust me, I don't care. But let's see what's really going on here. Keem, I'm not going to bend your will. You already have. Creepy thing to say to a 15-year-old kid. This is an example. You saw it in Tom's video. To make up for it, I'll try to find a job collaboration with you in the future. Good. Shut up. I mean, Keem, we've seen this pattern with Keem so far. If you stick it to him on Twitter or somewhere else, it gives you a job. Just depends how good you stick with it. Turkey Tom had the courage to turn that down, because obviously YouTube fame isn't absolutely everything to him. In my case, my case is a little bit. I needed the money. But yeah, definitely the if you want to say my downfall was anything, is thinking that I was invincible. Turkey Tom's more down to earth than I am. I went after you because Tommy said I was using a 12-year-old. You are, by the way. I knew I would use you in the same way. I baited him again. I used you as a pawn, and I'm sorry. Cheers, mate. I'll make up for it. And it shows the job collaboration. So he essentially admits it. And you are using a 12-year-old. You said publicly you're using a 12-year-old, and you asked me to do something about it. Daring me to do something about it. Tommy used you as a victim like 10 different times today. Dude, I don't think you should make a video on Convest. I'll even help you. Just troll Tommy to stop using you. Not understanding your logic, Keem. Big bad Keemstar scared a poor little turkey into making a video on him. Make a video on me so Tommy can't say this dumb shit anymore. It sounds like he's panicking, to be perfectly honest with you. I mean, this is repulsive shit. You know, it's supposed to be all fair. Also, Turkey, blah, 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 what's wrong? But don't let me manipulate a 15-year-old. Try to put yourself out of the situation. Look at this from an outside perspective. Give yourself a day or two. Let me know if you feel differently. There you go. These are screenshots I got from Turkey Tom's video. I highly recommend his channel's in the description box below. And you're more than welcome. You're more than welcome to do this. You know, right now, I've been told by Cavos' face, despite the evidence, despite what I actually showed him, that this interaction never took place between Aiden and Keemstar. Yes, it did in public. I love how people say how Keem influenced me to make a video on Tommy, but when someone makes a video on Keem and questions it, Tommy influenced it, and nobody has shown proof that Keemstar influenced me on contact. Well, there's plenty.
The Poke Patrol.
There's plenty. There's plenty. Thanks so much, Mark. There's plenty of influence. They're directly telling you to do it, saying you're going to do it, and then it was done. So, and I don't really have a problem with, videos are made of me all the time. There's tons of exposed videos on me. I think there's like anywhere from 15 to 20. I don't know if all of them are still up. I mean, that's not fair, but it's more, and I know Aiden doesn't understand this. And the only reason I'm using his name right now because I want people to know this situation. If Phil DeFranco just by some chance finds this, I want to know who he is. He's 12. He's 12. And, look, we've seen this before with Dash. We've seen this before with some of Cavos' friends that he hung around with. We've seen this before with trying to plant bogus stories on me to damage my credibility. And the reason he wants to damage my credibility is because I have really good credibility. He wants it all. He wants Turkey Tom not to make videos. He saw that he made good videos. Try to bring him aboard. There's plenty of evidence, Aiden, he said it to do it in public. And here's the thing that you're not going to understand. When adults do this type of stuff, you are not responsible for your actions, but they are responsible for influencing you. You're not really supposed to be doing this. Now, in full disclosure, I did speak to Turkey Tom, but never about making a video. Turkey Tom showed me some of these tweets, I want to say on the 15th or 16th or something like that. And I said I wanted one of Keemstar's DMs because he was starting to bring up the narrative that I'm a maniac and I'm crazy. Well, when I see these types of interactions between Turkey Tom, which is fucking crazy. You make a video on him and I'll help you out and I'll give you a job. Well, I just wanted to throw that up there. Turkey Tom had the guts. He said, no, I'm not giving it to you. I said, why not? I said, I wanted to use this to defend myself. I've defended you. He said, because, Tommy, where is this going? What's the end game? You going to bring Keemstar down? And I was really taken aback. I hadn't really had anybody like kind of like push me like that. Like, yeah, where is he again? Where is this going? I get one more victory for my fans. Like, what's the point? And it only puts Turkey Tom in the same position that I'm actually arguing to keep people like Turkey Tom and out. He actually pointed out my hypocrisy. One more example of his character. It's amazing. Stood up to me. He told me no. And that was the end of the conversation. Never asked him to make a video or anything of that nature. But I did try to get DMs at him just in case. So I go back. But this is just, that's wrong. That's wrong. And I'm glad he snapped me out of it. Now, the whole thing behind this is basically what Kavos was mentioning, that he said he wasn't going to do it. That's what pissed me off in the first place. That's what this intimidation is about. This is what I can't stand. They know he's good. They know he's gaining. All they've ever said is the video sucks, it's not this. And they never addressed the argument about what Keemstar said. They just said the video sucks, or the art sucks, or it's all wrong. No context. Very similar to what they did to me. Kavos included. I mean, I got into it with Kavos. He looked like I have every right to, I have every right to, address my critiquers. You're absolutely right. But Jesus Christ, I mean, you can let nothing slide? Absolutely nothing? And then he responded to me with something to the effect of, and I'm paraphrasing, well, I don't care. For a guy that doesn't, I mean, it is just amazing to me. The lack of self-awareness. It just makes you look stupid. You're allowed to do it. No one's saying you're not. But I like to discourage people from taking kids aside, which, by the way, you don't care about unless Jake Paul's putting out a fucking video, how to make a social media star. By the way, fucking baseball players, hockey players, tennis players, and chess players all put out books and say, hey, be a champion like me. Buy my book. Buy my videos. Happens all the time. It's not that big a scam. It's common. Thank you so much, Tony Tewald. Hey, I found a 13... I'm 13. I found my parents' credit card. I want to donate some money to me. Thank you. Thank you, Tony. Tony Too Wild. Check out Tony's channel. Sneaker community. Tony D Too Wild. Excuse me. I always say that. I like Tony Too Wild for some reason, but Tony D Too Wild. That's the whole point. This is wrong. I want to discourage people from doing this. That's why I think DeFranco's got away. Do I think it's going to ruin Keemstar? Do I even want to ruin Keemstar? I don't care. It's probably a huge source of news.
The Poke Patrol.
But it's wrong. Whoa, wavy reps of Tommy, the homie, is picking up this story, protect the turkey at all costs. It's not even about, the turkey protected himself. I just want to point out that this guy's a good YouTuber. That was a damn good video. The attacks against him or don't even address his arguments. They just say it sucks. The entire point of the video was to show the YouTube drama, and actually it was a critique of me, doesn't last. Sympathy stuff doesn't last. Drama doesn't last. It's the biggest mistake I made in my YouTube career. You guys want content. Now, some of you guys want to see me fight, and I think when the situation calls for it, that's right. That would be correct. But not every time, and I had to learn that the fucking hard way, and I started changing that come summertime. I tried to make content instead, not just do this show and constantly being forever a fight. But there is a time when it needs to stand up. I thought the situation with Banks, I thought the situation with H3, and I think the situation now is correct. It's time to fight. I mean, this guy does Minecraft, Adam, nobody, as much as I love him, I mean, he said that, like Tommy, he didn't address any of my criticisms. The video wasn't about you. It wasn't about me. The video was about how YouTube drama affects people poorly, affects channels poorly, and look at the lengths that adults are willing to go to win. Multi-millionaires. That's what the video is about, Adam. Nothing more, nothing less. And the critics don't address that because it's very uncomfortable. And I would imagine if you got on the anti-Turkey Tom train and did something like this, that you would feel quite uncomfortable if you were over the age of fucking 18. This is wrong. This is what we're trying to stop. This is why I want you to go and retweet this to Phil DeFranco. Yes, this is a campaign. I'm being very open about it.
I could possibly get. I don't have the power.
Want this to you? It's in the description box below. I don't have the power. I don't have the influence.
Phil DeFranco. Well, now
But using a 12-year-old is wrong. And I understand the 12-year-old doesn't think he's been used, doesn't think I'm sorry, you don't get to decide because you are a 12-year-old.
Your fan of me will not attack Aiden Project to find it repulsive.
And I'm shocked because if I found out my child had a relationship with you like Keemstar does, I would put a stop to it with a call to Buffalo PD. To put you in line of fire of all that hate, you are not old enough for it. That's why there's an age limit on this thing. If the parents are looking the other way, I think they either don't understand what's going on, and that's forgivable, or they think there's some kind of money down the line, or they're outright failing. My daughter's only fucking 2-3 years older than Aiden. Never blow this. Ever. I mean, at least Tom's in high school. I'll offer you a job. Just do in my enemy. This is creepy. It's creepy shit. And it's not really that much of a stress if he was willing to that. He was willing to do it to Aiden. And Aiden, here's the problem. He told me he was going to do it to you in public. So your argument that no one's ever done this to you doesn't hold up. And no one's going to believe a 12-year-old. Well, he never directly said it. You guys can mince word all you want. What's being done to you is wrong, and I know you don't know it. You'll look back, and you'll be like, what the hell is wrong with these people? The explanation Cavos gave me in a personal call, I mean, it's just bizarre. If DeFranco gives it kind of coverage, I'm dying for Cavos to use the arguments that he gave me. I'll wait on the line, however, if you're going hard over nothing and are actually negatively impacting this. I can't type everything in 10 messages. Well, then don't. I don't think I'm packing. I'm standing up. I'm sorry. This business is cutthroat enough for 12-year-olds to do this. Sorry, I don't like it. I'm going to make it. You know, if he just up and made a video, that'd be one thing. He was ordered to publicly. Keemstar, whether he said it to him privately or not, is irrelevant. And Cavos gave me this ridiculous excuse. Well, he was going to do it back in September. So what? That even wouldn't have been too bad. But to sit there and hit get these subs over drama, which you're going to lose. You can look at my sub count, which you're going to lose. You're not going to recover. And here we are, very clearly. No, I mean, no one is stupid enough to think that this is anything other than this is the attack wing of the Keemstar click, as if baited.
Patrol.
Only if somebody else picks it up, Dave. And I can't do any more than I have. People need to stand up. They need to let Philly D know, because he's the last hope. Scarce doesn't have the guts to cover this. This is wrong. And at very least, what I would consider a victory is that he would be terrified to do this again. And you know what would terrify him? One day of sub loss. That would be the end of this shit. He's not going anywhere. I'm not foolish enough to believe this. This is enough. It's wrong. Tommy was manipulating me, so I strategically made a video on you so you would respond so I could get in your DM so I could tell you to get the fuck out of here. Get away from my kid. That's all I could think of. You creep. You fucking creep. And the criticisms of him dropping the DMs. If Keemstar sent him a dick pic,
the poke patrol.
Should he not drop the DMs? Would that break the golden rule? But don't argue on here. Get a phone call when I start taking phone calls. You're wasting your fucking time and your money. Stop donating. Really? But two wrongs don't make it right. I had some guy said, well, two wrongs don't make it right. What Tom did was wrong. No, what Tom did was right. He had a creepy adult sending a message telling to hurt another guy's career. He did the exact right thing. The exact right thing. And this guy said, well, I'm not saying what Keem did was right. Okay, fine. Tom has no obligation to hide Keem's transgressions. None. In fact, he has an obligation to show his fucking parents, which I recommend. You show your parents that video. It's unbelievable. Use my kid to get back at your enemy? Guy pulling down anywhere $2,000 to $3,000 a month just trying to pay the bills? That's what you're doing? Oh, and you're a multimillionaire? Oh, your friends are multimillionaires? The guy that he criticized, he made upwards of $100,000 this past summer? Do you think anybody in their right fucking mind is going to think that's acceptable? Cabos, Keem, Adam? You're living in your own world. You forgot what the rest of the world is like. You're out of your mind. Keemstar. It's fucking creepy. A big YouTuber contacts you and asks you to do something like this. You tell your parents. You got to be out of your fucking mind. Please, go in the description box. Retweet that. Not for me. Not for my Twitter account. I get fucking 100, 200 likes. Let DeFranco know. There's something fucking wrong here. It's disgusting. He dared me to come after him after he told me what he was doing was manipulating a 12-year-old. That's how bad things have got down here. There is no balance. This isn't YouTube drama. It's corruption. It's intimidation. And for Cabos to come back to it, well, maybe he shouldn't be in this game if he can't take it. I'm sorry. I watched Turkey Tom's video. That wasn't a crying victim card. That was a punch back. And all you guys could do is say he pulled the victim card. He handled it beautifully. Wonderfully. He's creepy enough. Well, you know what? Keem's only 5 years younger than me, kid. And adults are allowed to make videos. You actually aren't. By the TOS. You actually aren't. You don't belong here. If I was your parent, I would think I was blowing it. Hanging out with that creep. Why don't you tell him he's a cokehead? He said it on the Trigger podcast. I'm sure they'd appreciate that. That's true. That's not a fact. That's a fact. Why don't you go to the I'm sorry, Verdi, in the litany of horrible shit that he's done to chase people off the platform that he had to apologize for? An hour video of apology to repair himself. That's who your parents are allowing for you to do business with. And you shouldn't be doing business. You're not old enough to work. You have to be 14 in the United States to get working papers. It's horribly creepy. It's horribly disgusting. And needs to stop. I am more than willing to give everything I have, every video. My news team has archived just about everything. And I'll give it to DeFranco. And you can go tell Fred DeFranco your side of the story. Aiden. I actually feel terribly bad for you. You are not an adult. And this is wrong. And you're going to know it years from now. And I know it seems like, I'm trying to put you down. No, I don't want this happening to anybody else. I don't want young people falling under the influence of this. Hell, I was 39 and I did. And what I did was wrong. Kids shouldn't be used like this. Kids shouldn't be used to shut up other kids when they want to make videos and critiques. It's supposed to be an open platform. And yes, it's cutthroat, and there's always going to be an aspect of that because in the end of the day, it's entertainment. But it's wrong.
The Poke Patrol.
Absolutely 100% wrong. And it is creepy. Get this to Phil DeFranco. Tell him you want this reported. And tell him this is not YouTube drama. It's corruption. And it's got nothing to do with me, per se. It's just got about, we don't want this happening at this level. He controls this level. He abuses his power. He supports other people like Face Banks who abuse their power, try to close businesses. At least put the fear of God in him that he'll be in another situation pre-baited. He won't do it. He folds all the time. Remember when he went on hard in, brought the JonTron stuff against H3H3? Then they went to a meeting. Then it was gone. He could fold. He could be pushed to fold. Jesus, Aiden. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm going to have to let you go because you're one defensive. It's not a defense. And here's the thing. You're a child. I'm an adult. And I don't have to defend myself against you. My job to protect you. Sorry, Aiden, you're gone. I'm going to debate you. There's no debate. You're a child. You do what you're told, and adults have the obligation to protect you. Adults are using you. You just don't know it. All you see is your YouTube channel slipping away.
Poke Patrol.
And to be perfectly honest, it's probably gone. Yeah, he wasn't even criticized. Adekam was really barely criticized. It's not good. It's wrong. It's wrong. It's wrong. Well, why is it wrong? Are the tweets wrong? Hey, Cabos, are the tweets wrong? Are they incorrect? Or let me bet. Let me guess, because I know you, because you're not going to address that part of the argument. It's not even an argument. It's documentation. It's a fact. That's creepy shit. It's got to stop.
The Poke Patrol.
I'm not reading all that shit. What do you think? I'm going to drop my old show? Stop donating and just wait till I take calls, you nut. And I'll do that right now. Is that your name? I replenished? Go. What's happening? I replenish. You're on here. Stop wasting your money and get your argument out.
Oh, what's up? Sorry about that.
No, it's okay.
I just wanted I've been trying to contact you for a while. I know you're busy.
Sure.
Okay, so let's go on with the Keemstar thing. You have to understand that Keemstar is not taken seriously by anybody who is an adult. And
I know.
Is your daughter 8 or 9 years old? I can't remember.
She's
sorry.
9, but that's really not relevant. I don't want this happening at this level.
Let's not talk about that then. Okay, the age may not be relevant to you, but any sane adult who is talking to an 11-year-old, well, have you ever seen an adult who?
I don't have a problem with an adult talking to an 11-year-old. I don't have a problem with. I have to talk to kids, and in my line of work, I mean, there's a lot of people that you have to interact with. I'm not saying anything of the sort. I'm saying it is wrong to tell a child to help attack a rival business.
Yes, that's
all I'm saying.
Wrong.
And that's all I'm saying.
But look at Drama Alert. What is the platform for that? Why is he talking to an 11-year-old?
To attack me. We have the evidence.
Exactly.
Okay.
Everybody knows he's a fuck. So why are we even giving him?
Because it needs to be exposed. Because we can't get it above this level. It needs to be exposed at a higher level. No, Keemstar. People don't take Keemstar seriously as far as a news source. I don't know if that's what you're trying to do, but they'll definitely take seriously if he is trying to get even. The narrative where he is trying to get even with his friends and using children to do it is repulsive and disgusting, and enough political pressure will change that.
But do you think Phil DeFranco is going to cover this?
I don't know, but I'll tell you something.
No,
I'd much rather get a tweet from Keem. See, you did all that work and Phil DeFranco didn't get involved than I would
Tommy,
continue to go
I
down.
don't want to offend you, but you're pulling a Keemstar right now. Can I finish
How is
what I'm
that?
saying?
How is that?
Yeah, you're talking over me like the baited podcast.
No, but you asked me a question and I got to finish. You asked me a question.
I can't even finish a sentence, though, before you're cutting me off.
Well, let me finish the last question. Do you think this will do anything? And then you said I interrupted you. So I tried to answer the question. Do I think this will do anything? I hope so. I don't think there's a good chance of it. But the fact of the matter is, people need to know it. Phil DeFranco is the best opportunity to spread it to an audience that is not commentary community-centric. That's what I think. Your turn.
Okay, so this is where I'm kind of at with the whole situation. Philip DeFranco always covers stories that are sound to the point where there's no really room for interpretation. He does in a way, but there's a large enough audience that he can get away with it. So saying something, opening this can of worms up isn't necessarily going to be lucrative for his business. I don't see why anybody's addressing this 11-year-old like he's got some kind of knowledge that anyone else,
I don't know what I got to be honest with you, it didn't make any sense.
Okay.
Because the argument we're talking about, whether this is right or wrong, or the argument you're making now is why I should bother.
Why are you taking it that far?
Why I'm taking because this is morally wrong.
No, but why are we getting? I'm not saying.
Why are we? Right. No, it's not we. It's me. I'm organizing people to let Phil DeFranco know because that particular audience will hold him accountable, as Logan Cole's been held accountable. And let me destroy your argument a little bit on covering things down. Did Phil DeFranco cover the Face Bank story? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. Is that open for interpretation?
Well, yeah, it's also
case. So that's not 100% true. And all news is open for interpretation. You're essentially just telling me not.
I know. I work for a newspaper.
Okay, that's it. Congratulations.
I'm a photojournalist.
Well, great. Then take a fucking picture of this and let people know this is fucking wrong. Do your job.
Oh my. You don't understand how the actual industry works.
Okay, fine. I understand how YouTube works. If somebody finds out about that's a higher YouTube level, there's hell to pay. I don't really care how. I can't stand you people. I think you're horribly dishonest. And I'm glad glad the new media is kicking your ass. And it's really funny that a journalist like you, it's really funny a journalist is telling me to shut up. No, we're going to do it. You're not talking me out of it. I'll give you the last word. I'll give you the last word with your disgusting profession. You got nothing?
No, because you won't let me fucking speak. I don't write.
You're right. Goodbye.
Photo journalist.
I want to point out the pause between you don't let me fucking speak and then go back and see who got interrupted. It is a disgusting profession. I think so. It's a personal thought. And I'm glad the new media is kicking his ass. And he's basically telling me, don't bother because Phil isn't going to do it anyway. Well, you know what? That's my fucking problem. That is my problem. If he doesn't do it, what's the worst that could happen to me? Keemstar, you tried to get it in Phil DeFranco's hands. You won't even I love that move. Aiden, you're not welcome here anymore. Goodbye. I love that. I absolutely love that move. He asked me a question and then interrupted me and said that I interrupted him. He doesn't like the answer. How do I get rid of you? Go tell your parents Keemstar's messing with you. I usually put user timeout report, go to channel.
Tommy, just want to inform you, Keems made a response CCing Philly D.
Sure, let's bring it. Perfect.
It's on Twitter right now.
Perfect. Well, look, if he doesn't do it, I'm glad I actually made this fight. Because this is absolutely outrageous. If that tells me that Keemstar is getting out in front of it, good. Because I don't think he's going to try it again. I may have already won. And all this guy had to tell me is, stop. It's never going to happen anyway. Thanks to them. Who else? No, I'm not putting Tangaman in now. Fish, you're on the air. That's panic. That's panic. That's what that is. Good, I'll retweet the motherfucker. Let's retweet.
Hey, Philly D. Tommy C is trying desperately to get your attention because there's this big story where the big bad evil Keemstar is using a 12-year-old. I'm using a 12-year-old to attack him. And he wants everyone to know how creepy that is. All right. So I think it's a big story. I think it's a great big exposed video on me. And he's just trying to get your attention. And he feels like if he has your attention, that I am ruined. So now that you have, the attention, Philly D, come get me.
And to me, the arrogance of something like that. This is the second time that he is that he has dared me to do this. And further, we have evidence that he has manipulated a 12-year-old, that he has manipulated a 4-year-old to attack basically my income. And he's done it to other people. I know he used to ask Colossal's crazy to make a video in his defense all the time during Baited. The evidence is there. The only, you know what that was? Fear.
Poke Patrol.
Fear. He's hoping that'll stop, that I'll feel, oh my God, maybe Philly D won't pick it up, and I'll feel so humility. Nope. Next show. Just take the L and move on. I'm not afraid to take the L. That's why I win all the time. Lou Vex, you're on the air.
All right. What do you think is going to happen? I mean, if
I don't know.
DeFranco does, if DeFranco does pick it up, like, is Keemstar really going to go down? Because I don't know. It seems like that's the goal, right? To bring Keemstar down.
No, the goal in this particular situation is one thing and one thing only. Spread the information to make sure that he says second thoughts before he does it again, or any other YouTuber.
Okay, I can get that. I guess.
That's it. I can't bring him down. I don't even know if I'd want to. It'd probably hurt my business at the end of the day. But I don't like this.
But do you think
this is going too far?
at this point, he's basically admitting everything, but like he's saying, "Oh, I did manipulate."
Yeah,
it, whatever,
I did. He sent me a video much to say that they'd come at me. Well, here I am.
So like he doesn't even see it as a bad thing at this point. So there's not even any opportunity.
If I
for
had to
change
guess,
for him
because of
what
I talked to Kavos, is they just simply rationalize it.
Oh, goodness.
They just rationalize. Well, we could help him. We could do this and we could do that. Never mind the fact that you told him to do this and it completely backfired. Made a video on me. I had to take it down 7 hours because of the backlash.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah, no, that's horrible.
Very.
And then going and contacting Turkey Tom. You know, like, hey, tell you what, let's fool Tommy. Let's damage the credibility. Let's talk about all the times that I've been dumped on fake stories on me and things like that, so he can sit there and continue the tinfoil narrative as if I made something up.
Patrol.
And panic.
Turkey Tom's whole point of just everything being pointless, it's just so stupid. Like Keemstar has no reason to attack you, and
Turkey
bringing more attention
whole
to this
point
whole thing by making that stupid
is
Twitter
that
video.
this is pointless. It's silly as far as building a channel goes, and he wants to be known for something else than just getting into it with Keemstar. A mistake I wasn't smart enough to figure out myself.
Oh,
I made every mistake.
Really well.
He's doing everything right.
You should put him in.
I want. You know, I mean, it's the fact that Kavos doesn't feel like a complete fucking douchebag. Your video sucks. Everything's wrong, and I don't care. I don't care that you make it.
Well, he's practically a sociopath.
You know? Of course he is. This is disgusting. And
well,
not only that, I mean, it's so sociopathic because, like, I know I'm doing wrong. I'm doing, and you can't stop me, hardy fucking har.
Add one more K, and it'll be KKK.
Yeah, good. I'm glad he made that. I'm glad he made that.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely fantastic. And you know what? I'll fucking wear the L. If you guys go retweet this video, which is in the description box below, if you guys go retweet this, all right, the only person that loses is me. That's it. The only one that has to face any kind of failure or embarrassment is me.
Oh, yeah, there's
That's
no harm in retweeting. You know, I saw Willie Mack's donation, and I totally agree with him. Why are all the commentators not even thinking? Like, nobody's speaking up about this.
No, they're terrified they'll get the Turkey Tom treatment. Although I will say this, I'm going to shout out ML Joe right now, okay? I'm going to shout out ML Joe right now. He's ready to come. I've given him some of the evidence. And any other commentator, to be honest with you, in this particular situation, I hope the commentators just make the videos, point out the evidence, make it over. I mean, the evidence is overwhelming, even admissions. We have actual
also
admissions.
Overall, Turkey Tom.
Don't be worried. Hold on a second. Don't be worried. It's like, well, Alex did one, so I can. You're doing the same topic as me. Fuck that this time.
I agree with Turkey Tom's point in his video. He's saying that they're just kind of weak in the inside. You know, nobody can take the criticism.
Nobody can take it. That's all Tom did. He didn't.
It's funny that a 15-year-old can take the criticism like 10 times better than I've ever seen anybody take criticism.
No one has handled this as well as Turkey Tom since I've been watching Keemstar.
I've never seen somebody
handle as well. And the only thing they can come up with is he pulled a victim card. No, he made you look stupid.
How did he pull a victim card?
Yeah, no, but he made him look ridiculous.
Okay, one thing that I don't like is no matter what side he chooses to go on, whether he decides not to make the video or to make the video, everybody's accusing each other of manipulating him to do something. He's doing things on his own terms, and he is not being manipulated by anybody. He's taking his own stance. I actually called out you pretty much.
He kind of called me out in the video. All right.
He's not on any side. He's doing things. Keem isn't manipulating him. You aren't manipulating him.
No, and I actually could prove that right now.
But everybody's accusing everybody else of manipulating.
Because then you're doing the same thing as me. Therefore, it's okay for me to do it.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, we're screwing with words here. Now, the last conversation that we had, I think, was 2 days prior to this. I think it was on the 16th, and I'll show this right now. Between me and Turkey Tom, I saw a tweet, and he told me it was over, and he wouldn't give me the DMs to defend myself. And I said, I wrote him. I said, "Are you really going after Keem?" And he said, "Yeah, I'm sick of this shit. Right opinion's going to help me." Navert thinks it's a go. I DM'd you some more screenshots on Discord. Yeah, I got the screenshots. I was like, what the hell good does it make? Well, this was my reaction. And it was tepid, at very least. And I was exhausted, by the way.
Hey, look, just make sure. You kind of talked me out of this when I wanted those DMs. Because there's no end game, you know? And, don't go thinking you're really going to bury him. He's just going to come back 3 times fold.
Oh, there's some proof that I think I'm not gonna bury. I don't think I'm gonna bury him. I don't want to mess him with kids. He's a parent, for Christ's sake. He should know better.
Just make sure it's the right thing to do if you really want to do with it. No one is going to think any less of you if you do. If you didn't, you just put a tweet out saying you think drama's stupid or something like that. And I know you're all, you got to do what's right for you because, like, you're a young guy. I know you probably think you're a big guy, and that's normal for your age. But sometimes this hate can get to people. I'm starting to learn that because it doesn't bother me.
All right. That's really it. I wasn't encouraging him to do anything of the sort. I wanted those DMs. That's it. Never encouraged him to make a video. And I wasn't real thrilled about him actually doing it. No one influenced him. He said, like, I saw him write it on the tweet. I was like, you really doing this? That's it. Here's your evidence. All right. I'm gonna put this other idiot back on.
Okay.
All right. I'll talk to you later. Listen, I'm going to give you one more chance. But the thing is, you cannot interrupt me saying that I'm interrupting you. That's not fucking fair. But I'll let you start.
That's understandable. I don't want to speak on this platform anymore. That's fine. You can continue your show. I'm telling you, though, that was extremely disrespectful. And how
fuck you! Is that disrespectful? This is shot from the point, bitch! Who do you think you're talking to?
Shut up, I'm a millennial. Do as I say.
Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Thank God I was in the army and I didn't turn out to be a pussy like that. I just gave him an opportunity. He didn't want to talk. He wanted to look good. Didn't work. Not even worth nuking. It's not even a good joke. He interrupts me saying I'm interrupting him. Asks me a question and interrupts me. Look, you're not behaving in a proper decorum. No. You're trying to muddy the fucking water because you are dishonest. And I think your profession sucks. And I'm allowed to think that. I think what you folks do is repulsive, and I'm enjoying watching the fall, especially in my middle age of the mainstream media. And I hope it happens even faster. Get ready to work for a blog. Because you guys are finished. That was extremely disrespectful. What the hell? What the hell is he called into? I really think you should have a Kit Kat now. I wish I had one. I watermelon. You're on here. No, maybe not. Don't interrupt me. Yeah. Dark Satan, you're on the air.
Hey, thanks for having me on.
Sure, go ahead.
I guess I'm just going to say the same thing that everyone else is saying. I think you need the numbers. I think more people need to speak up. And I know you say that a lot of people are afraid, but I think there's the same amount that aren't.
I hope so. I like to think there isn't. I know there's a fear, like, oh God, it's not even fear as much as it is. It's not even fear as much as it is like they don't want to deal with the bullshit. They don't want to get Turkey Tom.
But that's the thing, though. It comes to what you'd rather have. If he's blatantly saying what he's doing with all these kids publicly and no one's saying anything, versus getting in some sort of drama with him.
Yeah.
For me, it's a clear-cut decision.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, these are kids. They're not adults. They're kids.
Yeah, I know. But
even
you don't underestimate just how much money is in this game. There's a hell of a lot of money.
I guess
if I could pull out doing and living over this, there's a lot of fucking money. There's tons and tons of dough. Tons of dough.
Also, another quick thing. I think a lot of people also aren't aware of it, of what's going on at the moment. I remember you said that Nobody wasn't fully aware of the situation before.
No, with me, he was not. He was not.
Yeah, and I spoke to Bunty King earlier. He wasn't aware of it at all either. I sort of, pointed out a few things. He said he's going to look into it. I think you need to let more people know. I know you have the connections. I would advise you let as many people know as you can.
Okay, I will. I think the best. I can't really. I've done as much as I can to show what's going on in the commentary community. How young people are being intimidated.
Oh no, I know that. I know that.
Attack other people. Which is ridiculous. Yeah. It's okay if they're fucking making videos saying each other's content sucks. This is the next level. It's not YouTube drama. This is YouTube crime.
I know, it's serious. It's really on the same level as life or death. It's kids.
Yeah.
I mean, like you say, with your kid, I've got.
I think it's child abuse. I don't. A lot of people think that's too extreme. I think it's child abuse.
I don't think it's extreme at all. I think
because like if you're gonna sit there and say that Honey Boo Boo is child abuse, which I've heard many times, and these child pageants are child abuse. Well, this is just the male YouTube version of child beauty pageants. That's what it is.
Yeah, well, exactly. You've got a 35-year-old millionaire in the DMs of kids telling him to attack you, and then bragging about it on Twitter, and no fucker saying anything. No one's saying anything.
It's bizarre.
So it is child abuse.
Yeah. Well, all I could do is hope for the best. I think Keemstar helped me a little bit. The only thing is, it does like he might just think it's some kind of average drama. Hopefully,
yeah.
And I think that's up to you guys. Let him know. In fact, this is something he's saying. This isn't YouTube drama. Fucking quote my tweet. Send it to Philly D. This is YouTube corruption, not YouTube drama. Quote these tweets. If you haven't done it, do it again. Quote these tweets. Yeah. This is corruption, not YouTube drama. This is another level. I do YouTube drama. We make fun of other YouTubers. We goof around. I obviously been highly influenced by Howard Stern, and that's what I'd rather be doing. But I can't allow. I can't allow to be silent when these kids are being used as attack tools for Keemstar's a goal for dominance on the platform and intimidation for anybody that might not feel the same way he does. So I'm not going to respond to whatever the fuck he's saying to me, because this is what he does when he panics. I'm going to keep plugging away, and I hope you guys do too. I've never asked anybody in my audience ever to really get behind a cause, and I really just always ask you just for laughs and stuff like this. This is important. Don't listen to freaking Debbie Downer. You shouldn't do this because Phil DeFranco wouldn't take it anyway. Oh, Jesus Christ. If I live my life like that, I might end up as a photography journalist or whatever the fuck you are. That's what I would end up. Big fucking loser. By the way, you take pictures of me, veterans. You share them with other people. That's it. That's all you are. Take my picture. Take the picture of people that are doing something. Don't discourage them from not doing anything. Let people decide for themselves if I'm nuts. Let people decide for themselves if this is okay on YouTube, considering all our problems. Tell me to shut up. Some fancy way. Fuck off. This is shot from the point. Bitch. All right. Talk to you later. Thanks, Doc.
Yeah, thanks a lot, man.
Bye-bye.
He's also uploaded another video.
I know. I don't care.
He's a
I
puppet.
don't care. I'm not getting in a war with him. I've been ignoring this video message. Let him freak the fuck out.
Yeah. That's probably the best way.
Some call me Patty. You're on the air.
What's happening, lad?
What's happening, brother?
You know your latest quote there? I think you should get it on a shirt, man. That shit would sell like hotcakes.
I saw that in the thing. Well, we'll work at it.
But man, I have to say, this shit with all the child labor laws and shit. Well, child labor, sorry. I think like Keem was sort of like Danny DeVito's character. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, just whipping kids with a fucking whip in a sweatshop somewhere, working on videos.
Well, he would have played good a role.
Yeah, well, just shooting at the kids.
I think Keemstar just might have made the biggest fucking mistake.
Yeah,
getting Philly's attention, because I'm looking at my timeline. It don't look too bad for me, and it looks bad pretty much when I'm not talking to him. I thought Philosophy cared about kids. Looks like he helped them make that video. Oh, I wouldn't say that. I don't know anything about that.
Yeah, well,
if Colossal, let me tell you something. I get an inkling that Colossal is helping him fucking defend him on this shit. I will expose Colossal's crazy. So that's how much I don't believe he would have any part of this. But if I did find out or had any inkling of it, I will expose Colossal's crazy. No problem. No problem.
Man,
and if I sacrifice my friendship, but I don't believe for a minute that he would even dream that this is okay on any other level. Any level. Thanks, Patty. You're really helping my cause here. Enjoy your soda.
I think it was more of a bong.
No, shut up! Wavy web surf. You're on the air.
How dare you interrupt me, Tommy? I write for my college's newspaper. This is just ridiculous.
Yeah, I know.
All right,
I'm in the industry. Ask me a question and tell me that I'm interrupting you.
Right. Yeah, pretty much. Hold on, sorry, I'm echoing. Yeah, I just wanted to ask you, Tommy, like, what do you think would be more effective? Keemstar Content Cop 2 or just a bunch of small-ass commentators making videos?
I don't know. Anything and all and above. This has got. I'm not worried about destroying Keemstar. I'm worried about this thing. I want any goddamn YouTuber to be afraid to talk to a kid in this manner. It's okay if you exchange information, help him out, give him a shout out. That's really. I'm not saying any of this. This shit's inappropriate. Go fuck over this guy that I don't like.
I think
I hate your job. Keep giving me the money. I swear to God, if you do a chargeback, I'm going fucking after you. I'm going after you. You are completely insane. You're an embarrassment. If you're so proud of yourself, let me come on and put your real name out here. I want to see who you work for because I want to talk to your boss.
You're gonna bankrupt.
Why would you come on this show, you idiot?
Journalism department.
Journalism. There is no such thing as journalism. It's an idea. It's a nice idea, but if there was a book listing ethics, it'd be the world's smallest book. It wouldn't even fill a fucking pamphlet, much less the two sides of a paper. That's what journalism is to me. You suck, you're falling apart, and you were completely disingenuous. I didn't interrupt you. You asked me a question. You idiot!
Dude. Yeah, I mean, I've written some scripts for YouTube videos, so I guess I'm a fucking journalist, right? Like, I could come up with an opinion and try to sound really smart, but
do what you gotta do. Do what you got. You're an adult. Yeah, I think everybody should fire, whether they're a commentator, have any presence or not. Fire. Say this is wrong. This is our community. It's not Keemstar's. This is wrong, and we won't tolerate it. And we're certainly not going to tolerate it from somebody who actually admits to the behavior.
We need to make him seem uncool as well. Like I feel like people are really targeting their videos on these like really spicy exposed nuggets, but we kind of just need to like make fun of Keemstar, like how fucking small his hands are and like how fat he is and shit. I feel like that would also kind of.
I don't know. I think stay away from kids and stop telling them to get even with your enemies is enough. You don't even have to go with them. You know, you don't even need ad hominems for this video. If you want to make them, feel free. That entertains the shit out of me, but you probably don't need them.
I agree with you, Tom.
Man,
sure.
Maybe Webster. Everybody check his channel out. Love you to death.
I'll see you later, buddy.
Thanks for the exposed video. I got a big kick out of that, by the way. I really laughed.
Oh, yeah. I'm glad you liked it, man.
Thank you. Wavy Webster made an exposed video on me, and I laughed my monkey ass off. Oh, Chibi the Bird. Chibi the Bird. I've been waiting to ask you this for months. Are you from Edison? Chibi, don't let me down. I want to talk to you.
Yes.
Are you from Edison?
I used to live in the area.
Yeah. Okay, I just wanted to know. I had a feeling.
Yeah, can we just talk about how scummy what Keemstar is doing, honestly?
I think that's what we're doing.
Nah, dude, like, I understand, like, petty drama between, like, sometimes you and him, you guys go at each other, but, like, involving a kid, man, that's just sad.
Mm. Yeah, it's just ridiculous.
The Poke Patrol.
It's just ridiculous. And I like how this is, you're an embarrassment. You think adult needs to charge back $12. In fact, you assume speaks volumes about you. I assume you're an asshole. You're absolutely correct, sir. You're absolutely an absolute, and no one has proved it better that you continue to donate. And it's obviously you're one of these people that cannot be disagreed with, and you are completely dishonest, and you're trying to come off as sophisticated. Well, like again, welcome to Shot from the Point, bitch. I'm gonna play that shit. I treated you with respect, and you tried to play little games. You got called out on it. You got hung up on. Bye. I'm sorry I ruined your day. I would love to find out where you work. Love to find out where you work. If you even work there. Probably just picking up coffee anyway. Then you have some beautiful pictures of the water cooler. How about that? That's really, you know, and if you come here at dusk, the water, the light hits the water cooler, and it makes the bubbles that come up look sort of yellow. It's kind of beautiful if you think about it, boss. Yeah, go get me a fucking coffee. How about that? I hate that. I hate journalism. I find it repulsive. I want it destroyed, and I've been pretty open about that. There's no such thing.
Same, man.
I'm sorry. My biggest hero is Tim Pool, and he's the closest thing to a journalist, but I don't believe in it because I don't think people can remain neutral. I think they have an agenda, like our friend here. And like the only difference between me and him is I'm admitting I have an agenda. My agenda is to scare the shit out of a YouTuber to ever do this, not just to me, to anybody else again. I'm just trying to scrape by a fucking living here. And I have every right to sit down and act like a jasta and tell jokes, and if people enjoy that, want to give to my Patreon or donate to me, that's great. And I'll keep doing it. They stop, I'm gone. See you later. It's been a good run. It's been fine. But I'm not going to watch this happen in the commentary community. I'm not going to sit out idly. I'm not going to sit by idly. And what makes you think Colossal you can expose Explosal? You're an idiot. I said if I find out he did something like that, and I don't think that he ever, ever, ever would help this friggin' Keemstar's narrative. I'm sure he's staying as far away from it as possible. But if I ever got a fucking whiff that he was helping him along in this, goodbye friendship. Goodbye, friendship.
The Poke Patrol.
I'm an asshole for donating money. I don't want you to donate money for me. Fine, I'm going to block you from donating. Oh, my God. You lost. Shut up. I don't want you here. I don't want you in my community. I'm going to keep your money, though. But I'm going to stop you from donating now. God damn, you're a pain in the ass. I don't want you here. You don't get us. You're a normie. Fuck off. I don't like normies.
Why he's got to act so PC about everything?
I know, because that's very disrespectful. That's very disrespectful. That's why I fucking don't work in the real world. You think Tim Pool would pick this up? No, I don't. I think the best chance is DeFranco. I actually called him. I'd be embarrassed to ask him because I don't think I could get across correctly that this is not just. I don't think I could get across correctly that this is not just regular YouTube drama. I think there's something wrong here. I think this approach at least comes to the door of child abuse. That's what I think. Now I'm trying to figure out
the police
how to
isn't
fucking
involved.
ban this idiot. Bye. You can't donate to me anymore. I don't want to report him because he didn't do anything wrong. Are you sure you want to report this donor? Once the donor is reported, his IP will be added in the ban list. Bye! I don't care. Donor blocked. Goodbye. I don't want your money, but I'll keep what you gave me. Thanks. Fuck you. You're a pedophile, Tommy C. Yeah, that's kind of what I want to avoid.
Do you want me to ban him from the Discord?
Who?
The Poke Patrol.
Do you want me to ban him from the Discord? Or do you want to keep him in?
No. He can come in the Discord. No. I just don't want his fucking money because he's annoying. Oh, my God. Oh, my God, cut off my dipshit opinion. He asked me a question, if I remember correctly. I'm not saying I never interrupt anybody over here. But to sit there and take it so personally is ridiculous. He asked me a question. I wasn't even able to finish it before he told me that I wasn't showing proper argument decorum, which I have a habit of doing. I'll be honest with you.
The Poke Patrol.
But I clearly remember being asked a question. And you know what? It's a nice little red herring to get away from what we're talking about. Because basically what you're doing is telling me to shut up. And no one's been able to do that yet. Fucking Jimmy the Bird.
Yeah.
You still live in Jersey?
Yeah, still do.
Yeah. Where, can you say? Or like, you still live in Middlesex? Don't tell me. Don't tell me.
Around that area. I'm actually attending college there right now.
You going to Middlesex County College?
Yeah.
I went to 13th grade too, sir. That's what we call it.
You know what, Tommy? I know a lot of people give you shit for what you do, but I think you're doing a good thing right now.
I hope so. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'll live with it. I like that scene in Ghostbusters. If we're wrong, we'll go to jail. We'll be happy. We'll need it. We need a vacation. That's the way I feel. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And the worst thing is, Keemstar pikes the football and says, hey, look, Philly didn't come to your rescue. Which is, by the way, I talked about that before his video. I don't care. I think this is wrong. And you know what? May have already won because I think he's going to think twice next time.
Yeah.
The Poke
I
Patrol.
hope Keemstar doesn't think this is just like an attack on him. Like we're just doing this because we don't like him. This is something that's really important that we need to let, everyone needs to know.
This is not how it works. Well, this is how it works here. And I'm glad it works here because it works better here. You guys are finished. You're done. Go fucking look at Trump's tweets and get angry. Fucking do something with your time. I don't. I don't get angry. I just go to bed. In fact, I think I'm going out and having a fucking beer. How about that? Jerk off. God, you ban him from my Discord? I put that idiot in every day.
Yep.
Replenish the type of N-word to join the Nazi party and tell Hitler to stop killing Jews. Well, if I could do that, I would. Well.
It's funny, people have been sending me the definition for photojournalist and what they do.
What?
The primary role.
I really shouldn't have done that. I'll be perfect. I just jumped on his ass for photo. But I was so fucking aggravated that he asked me a question and then told me I was interrupting him. That really pissed me off.
Is to be a visual storyteller by photographing, editing, and presenting images. They tell a story in a way no other media can.
No other media. No other media.
So
they tell a story. I'm a photojournalist. You take pictures! Stop thinking you're so important! Stop thinking you're so important! That's the problem with the whole goddamn Western world. Everybody thinks they're fucking important. You're not important. You're just another fucking guy. I know what I do is stupid for a living, and I like it!
Can I just say, just because somebody admits doing something wrong doesn't mean it's okay. Let's say somebody goes and abuses a little girl. Oh, I abused a little girl. That doesn't mean it's fine. Just because you admit. That
well, I can't say Keemstar's doing that. Believe me, his story will change if his if Philly fix this up. If he doesn't fuckheads, if he doesn't pick this up, it was worth the fight. And definitely worth that asshole calling in.
Yeah.
God. I hope he calls tomorrow. I just don't want his money because he's annoying.
But you can use. The
How
money
dare
for
you
things
assume? I can do whatever I want, dude. I don't live in your fucking little cubicle world where everybody's snitching on each other and worried about being called sexual harassment. Hey, when was the last time you got fucking laid? I'll bet never, because you're afraid to ask anybody out because you're afraid to get me too. I don't have that problem. God, and what woman would be cursed to be with you anyway? Well, I don't think that's right. Maybe we should have a problem. Who talks like that? You fucking hipsters talk like that. It's repulsive. It's disgusting. And women hate it because it's weak. And no one likes weakness. You're a 41-year-old crying over somebody else disagreeing with you. No, I'm a 41-year-old man yelling at somebody who's disagreeing with me. And he wasn't really disagreeing with me. What he was doing was being a prick. And I'm proud, long line of 41-year-old pricks and above, Don Imus, Opie and Anthony, and Howard Stern, my goddamn heroes. We're all a lot older than me, making a lot more money doing this. I am glad that I can make a little scratch each month, entertaining these good people. I think we're done. I mean, maybe put one guy in. Kowalski's, see, I always put him in, though. Zhivago, sorry. Private Pile. That's kind of appropriate. Private Pile. You're on the air, and your last caller, I'm getting out of here. I'm going to beer.
I forgot I was in here. I already asked my question through donations.
What was your question? You want me to ask me direct?
About Tim Pool and iDubbbz and seeing if they would
I
jump
follow
on
Tim
it.
Pool, but I'd be embarrassed to ask him.
Yeah.
You know, because I don't think I could get it across. You know what?
Fuck it, I'll do it. I got nothing to lose.
You know what I'll do? You know what I'll do? I'll talk to his
Sorry,
brother.
sir.
I have a better relationship with his brother, and we're talking almost on a daily basis.
Hell yeah, dude.
So I'll talk to his brother, and maybe like tomorrow when I wake up, because he usually stays up pretty late. He's over there in Jersey too. It's not okay to be right. Damn right, Billy Fridge. Truer words have never been spoken. I'll talk to him, and I'll fly the whole thing by him.
All right.
But I can't see Tim Pool doing this, and I wouldn't want him.
Well, I mean, he jumped on the whole Elsa Gate. I'm sure other people
Elsa
did
Gate was
before him, but he was the first person.
Elsa Gate, it did have to do with kids and kids, but this is one individual. It might not rise to that level. I'll check. I can check, but I don't want to. I don't want to endanger. The reason I thought I dismissed Garris because I've kind of lost faith in him. The reason I thought DeFranco is because, I like it or not, he does cover YouTube drama.
Yeah. Barely, and he says he hates doing it, but he still does it.
He hates doing it. It does get him the most of the hits, and it does get him most of the hits, and he doesn't like to do it. He does kind of mix internet culture with mainstream news, which is great. I think it's great.
Yeah.
I know I have problems with his Patreon and stuff, but as far as his product's concerned, it's first rate. Right? I had an issue with the Patreon, which from my understanding has all been cleared up. He's come completely clear. I think the argument's over. And so we want the transparency all of in the first place.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to.
Now we got it. It's transparent now. So I actually have to tip my hat to Cabos. As bad as video as it was, it did force the issue.
Yeah.
On that particular situation. Otherwise, he's a douche. A lying douchebag.
All right. Sir, thank you, sir.
Josh Pescador sent me he got the video. What did he do? Hack in FaceBank's computer? Josh Pescador. So let me get this straight. So he leaked evidence out there that the judge wanted to say, is Josh Pescador, he's an American citizen, would he be liable in a case like contempt of court? I don't know. Maybe he would. Maybe he would. Josh Pescador did it. He's the one that gave it to me. Yeah? How did he get it? Did he steal it? It's funny because your DM says, Cabos, Banks gave it to you. But now Josh Pescador, by the way, I did predict that. I said that he would change and tell me it was somebody else, it wasn't Banks. DM says, it's Banks. Now it's Josh Pescador. They're both Americans. Somebody's breaking the law here. Smart, Josh. Way to cover for that guy. By the way, he can't be subpoenaed. You can. Odds are pretty slim. But do you really want to do that? Or did you know he used your name? That's right. Told me you gave him the illegal footage. Ha ha! Josh, I know you listen. He told me you gave him the footage. Ha ha! And he also betrayed you like a fan in the video. So he definitely lied at least 2 out of 3 times. Ha! All right, I gotta go. I gotta be a 40. I gotta turn this off and then be a normal guy, an adult. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a pair of khaki pants on, and I'm just gonna fucking creak around my ass. My gut hangs over it, and I'm gonna put some fucking lame shirt with a bunch of fucking stripes in it, and I'm gonna loosen the collar so it looks like I'm a fucking little cool. Because you know what I am? I'm a photography journalist. I'm the biggest fucking lame-o on the planet, and I want respectability because I'm middle-aged. See you later, pile. Josh is listening. You're crazy. Tommy Keem is manipulating you again. You must resist. All right. I will resist. Where the fuck is Max?
I'm here. I just joined. Oh, fucking hell.
You're not good to
yeah,
me.
no idea what I had to get into to freaking get here.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, do you have anything to say?
I ran like I ran a
over. Sorry. Sorry, Max. You're done. You're done.
Oh, fuck.
Actually, I don't know. 2 Cavos.
Screw you. Fuck off.
This is the almighty infinite, independent excellence. Devil fighting, rebel titan, weed smoking alchemist. Fake identities, okay, you cool with Jason Bourne. Running with these Wolverines, okay, you about to catch a storm. I ain't never been a liar, got tired of niggas playing me. Head in my legs like she about to catch a pedigree. Chi-town to King's home, slapping 5s, black stones. 6 mile to danger zones, bullets look like waffle cones. Folk affiliated the evolution of Machiavelli. Don't make me lead them eagles to you like I'm Chip Kelly. They feel my struggle, I express it through my hip hop. I'm about to make it hard to breathe. Here's a headlock.
Oh, the show's over. You have a dumb fucking job. It's a dumb job. It's a dumb job. You're not important. You're not important. The local police department, the paramedics, and the firemen are way more important than you can ever hope.